You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. We back, baby. AEW. AEW, we got some AEW review coming to you yesterday with another banger after banger after banger. Now listen, I understand that this is this is not WWE, but holy hell, these mofos know how to put on a show. Let's not waste any more time. Check out the socials. So with that being said, follow me. RJ699 on Snapchat, RJD199 on Snapchat. I know I said that twice.
You stupid.
RJ699 on Twitter. But most importantly, follow What's the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, SoundCloud, Apple Music, and Spotify. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes. 'Tis I, RJD here. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Hope everybody's having themselves a good old Thursday in New York City. Man, AEW was great last night. AEW was great last night. Holy hell. What a show. These guys, man, these guys, man. These guys know how to put on the mofo show. Man, Jesus. This was a great show last night. AEW continues to put on banger after banger after banger of a show. And they better stop because I'm getting spoiled. I'm getting spoiled. Yeah, we're switching up the music today. But they better stop, man, because I'm sitting here and I'm getting spoiled and I don't know. They keep this up, it's going to be bad. I see somebody texting me. Let me check this real quick. All right, we back. I had to answer that real quick, but let's not waste any more time. Hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Man, let's start off with the main event. Let's start off with the main event. I know. You hated it. You were angry. You were upset because the Ass Boys are your new AEW World Tag Team Champions, and it pissed you off and you didn't like it. I know. Trust me, I know. You saw that and you were like,
Nope.
listen, tranquilo. All I would say is this. There was mixed reactions to this. We had 50-50 reactions to this. All I know is when Mr. Bowens got his head knocked off by the belt, and he got pinned by Austin Gunn. Holy hell. You heard crickets. When I say you heard that crowd was silent. Quiet as a mouse. They started chanting, "Bullish, bullish." They were angry. That crowd. And then it's like, they had this long, drawn-out sequence where Daddy Ass is out there. The Acclaimed is out there. And everybody just sitting there like, they pan to the crowd. They should have panned to the crowd more. They didn't pan to the crowd enough. They pan to the crowd. They're looking around and you just see, what the? You see people like, people looking all around and shit. Man, I like things like this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like things like this. I think sometimes you need a shock win, whether they're champions, whether they're transitional champions, whether the story continues and Daddy Ass actually turns on the Acclaimed. The Acclaimed will be fine, everybody. Relax.
Bruh.
Relax. The Acclaimed are going to be okay. I actually saw people on Twitter talking about they're buried. They're burying the Acclaimed. And I'm just sitting there like,
Stupid.
relax, man. Goddamn. Calm down. You know, wrestling fans sometimes are so like, oh my God. Like they're so all over the place. Relax. Acclaimed are not buried, all right? They're telling a story here. If you think about it, the Guns been getting at the Acclaimed and FTR. They've been getting at them for the better part of what, 6-7 months now? And they finally got their title shot, and they finally, actually, you could go back to last year when the Acclaimed and the Ass Boys were tight. You could actually call this, I could argue this is long-term storytelling. So, they're not buried. It's not that serious. The Acclaimed will be okay. I'm assuming this will have a rematch. And in the rematch, FTR will come back. Or, if they want to go the other route, Daddy Ass will go back with his kids. Because they're his kids. And he'll be public enemy number 1. And then maybe the Guns will move over. And maybe the Acclaimed will have to chase them again. The Acclaimed, if they tell this story right, the Acclaimed might end up coming out even hotter than they are now. Because they'll have to chase again. I find that in wrestling, especially in the last like 5-10 years, the chase is where the money is. From Gargano chasing to Cody chasing right now to who else? There's another. Who am I missing? To Sami Zayn chasing right now, even though he was with the Bloodline. There's another one I'm missing. I know the Gargano and NXT one. He chased for a while. The Acclaimed. I know I'm missing like there's one that's at the tip of the tongue. But the chase is where it Hangman. There you go.
Stupid.
Like the chase is where it's at. He tries, he fails. He takes 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. He chases, and he finally gets the big win. And then once he gets the big win, what the hell do we do with him? Then that's where stuff starts to stagnate, and then you gotta rise somebody else up or put a heel up there to cheat, and then have somebody else chase. Put this one up, like you got it, and the cycle repeats. But the chase was great for the Acclaimed. We got a crazy ref bump. Shout out to that ref, man. That ref. He got an elbow, a forearm by Bowens. He stumbled back and then like threw himself out the ring. I was like, and I knew the shenanigans were gonna start. I knew it. After that, Daddy Ass comes down, stops his kids from using the belt. Then Colton Gunn whacks him with the belt. They come back, they fight some more, but Colton Gunn whacks Bowens with the belt again at the end when the ref is still drunk, like in Street Fighter when you beating somebody ass in the corner and you know stop cheesing, and then they like this. They get beat up so bad they dizzy. That was the ref. He was on skates. He was just I don't know what's going on, and they end up rolling him up and he was knocked out and they got the pinfall win. I like this. This was great. This was great. Shout out to storytelling. I like it. We're gonna hit the ding for that. We will see, and like I said, the crowd was hot all night. But at the end of this show, they were quiet. You could hear a pin drop in that arena. It was so goddamn quiet. So let's start from the beginning now, after we got the crazy stuff out of the way. Inosuke Takeshita. I know it's not Inosuke, it's Kinosuke. I know, leave me alone. Takeshita versus MJF. This Takeshita guy?
Nope.
I'm joking, man. Banger. This match was the banger. MJF ended up hitting he got clotheslined and he basically moonsaulted off the ring, landed on his feet, hit a super kick, and then he got clotheslined for one of the best spots of the entire match. That was fantastic. We had a wheelbarrow. We had a Takeshita with a wheelbarrow suplex. I mean, Takeshita's awesome, man. The match was centered around Takeshita's arm. At the end of the day, he kept working on the arm, and at the end, he got put in the salts of the earth. He got out of it, but then he got put on the salts of the earth again with a bridge, and he had to tap out. I know, it sucks. But MJF is your winner, everybody. MJF is your winner. And after the match, he hits Takeshita with the Dynamite diamond ring, and he's bleeding all over the place. He starts to beat him up, puts him, I think he put him back in the salt of the earth. He's whacking him. Bryan Danielson comes out, chases off MJF. But that would not be the last time we saw MJF. So, great opening match. Can't be mad at that. We had Samoa Joe addressing Wardlow. He said Darby Allin was a formidable opponent, but Wardlow, he already ended him, and now he is going to take everything from him and expose him and all his secrets yet again. Then we had an AEW World Title Eliminator, Jamie Hayter, with the Doctor, Britt Baker, and Rebel by her side with the Bunny, the Butcher, the Blade, Kip Sabian, and Penelope Ford. The end came here where both of the ladies were on apron, kicking each other. I think they both kicked each other. They both fell. They wheeled back into the ring. After that, there was a exploder by Jamie Hayter, and then there was another exploder. Now, I don't know if the Bunny mistimed it or Jamie Hayter mistimed it, but somebody mistimed it, and instead of her exploding, she kind of picked her up and fell backwards and dumped the Bunny right on her dome. She was obviously screwed up, obviously messed up, and that wasn't good. I was like, oh, that don't look good. And then after that, they basically said, all right, go home. And she gave her the lightest Rainmaker, a.k.a. Hater. What's her finish? Haterade? I don't know. Hater something. She gave her the lightest Rainmaker you could ever give somebody. And she wins, so no title eliminator for the Bunny. Hope she's okay, though. Hope she's okay. Backstage, Tony Storm and Saraya commented on Jamie Hayter's win, still calling her a loser, and attacked the librarian and spray paints an L on her, a la NWO days. I gotta get that soundbite like NWO. Slice. Oh man, shout out to the NWO, man. But that was cool. Next, we had an interview with MJF, and this promo was polarizing, to say the least. MJF goes on and tells a story about how he was in a car accident and how he was getting some extracurricular activities, if you know what I mean. And he was prone to do that in a Dodge Charger. He likes Chargers, apparently. And one day he was going a little bit too fast because he was one who got a lot of tickets because he liked to drive really fast. And one day he was driving too fast and hit a tree. And he is such a despicable person that when the cops started to come, he took the lady he was with, let's call her Liv, and he put her in the passenger, from the passenger seat to the driver's seat. That is supposed to make him a despicable person. So, he is proud to be a scumbag. Now, a lot of people were like, listen, you know what just happened last week, or 2 weeks ago, sorry. Why would you talk about a car accident in a promo? It's a little tone deaf. A lot of people weren't feeling it. People on Twitter were 50-50. But a lot of people are like,
Get the fuck out of here! Nope.
wasn't feeling that. Then you have some people that are like, listen, man, it's wrestling. He wasn't talking about Jay Briscoe. He was just cutting a promo. It's not that serious. Tranquilo, relax. And you know what? I hear both sides. I would say this. Brian Alvarez talked about how MJF likes to put a lot of realism in his promos. He likes to use his real life for his promos. And in real life, he really did have a car accident and he did hit a tree with his football buddies, Brian Alvarez said. So that happened in real life. He just switched up the story and applied it to this right here to make him feel like more of a bad guy. And I think that's why MJF is so good at promos, because he uses his real life and real life emotion in his promos, and he's quick-witted and he's good and all of that other stuff. So I didn't look at that and say, hey man, you know what happened to Jay? I wasn't even thinking about what happened 2 weeks ago when I saw this promo. So I kind of was just like, I mean, it didn't make me want to hate MJF anymore, as a heel, but I didn't look at it as it was distasteful or disrespectful in any way. So a lot of people are angry about it. A lot of people are frustrated on Twitter. Just relax. I get it, but I don't think this is that serious. Me personally. So there was that. Then we had the Guevara Garcia Gauntlet. Ricky Starks versus Angelo Parker versus Daddy Magic versus Garcia or Sammy. We made quick work of Angelo Parker. We made quick work of Matt Menard. And then we had Sammy,
Nope.
Daniel Garcia. And this match was a good match. But towards the end, we had Ricky Starks on the outside looking to recover. And then we had a fan in a mask basically elbowed the holy hell out of Ricky Starks. And Daniel Garcia threw him back in the ring and got the 1, 2, 3. We later found out, got the goddamn hiccups. Should have had some more water. We later found out that the man in the mask was Chris Jericho. And then they proceeded to beat the holy hell and celebrate out of Ricky Starks. So we got more going on with Ricky. It is what it is. Can't have him win them all. Backstage, we had Billy Gunn saying that, he's going to stay in the back because he wants his sons and his adoptive sons to handle this by themselves, and everybody's going to fight fair. And then we had Roosh versus Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was checking on Konosuke Takeshita in the trainer's room. When the door shut hard, you heard a chair move behind it. And then you heard Roosh's music. And then they went to the ring. MJF came out and demanded Aubrey count to 10. She starts the count in the slowest 10 count you have ever heard in your entire life. Shout out to Aubrey. That's why we love Aubrey. So she's like, 1, 2. The slowest goddamn, and she's got like a stank look on her face. And MJF is like, hurry up. So Daniel Bryan.
You stupid.
Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, same person, but not. Bryan Danielson bum rushes the goddamn door, runs down to the ring, gets in the ring by 6, and proceeds to have a banger after banger after banger of a match with Roosh. Round of applause to these brothers. This was absolutely incredible. These guys tore it up. They tore it up. We had Chop City. We had Roosh saying, "Come on," smacking each other, chopping each other, smacking each other, chopping each other. We had Bryan Danielson kicking and chopping. Bryan Danielson looking like Sheamus out there with the red chest. Roosh looking like Sheamus out there with the red chest. They were smacking each other in the face. They were just going crazy. The end came where Roosh drills Danielson with some forearms, goes for the bullhorns, but Danielson hits the Psycho knee. Roosh kicks out. Danielson and Roosh continue to trade blows in the middle of the ring, smacking each other. They had a cool spot where they chopped. He chopped. One chopped, the other chopped. Then Danielson headbutted, and Roosh said, "What?" And headbutted him again. Bryan Danielson went like this. They powered up. They both turned Super Saiyan and headbutted each other 50 million times. That was awesome.
Perfect.
That was awesome. As somebody who watches Bryan Danielson and he has a history of concussions, I was sitting there like, bruv.
Take a few steps.
I was sitting there like,
Bruh.
you know he's got a history of concussions, right? You do know that, right? But anyway, back to it. Danielson hit a chop to the head. Danielson rose through a suplex and hits another running knee for the win. After the match, MJF goes down there, whacks Bryan Danielson with the Dynamite Diamond Ring, and proceeds to beat the holy hell out of him, putting the salt of the earth on him, knocking out some ring officials, and then going back to him, putting the salt of the earth on him again, and he will not let the hold go until they're basically like,
Stop it.
and he won't do it. So he's basically like, and they had to pry him off of Danielson. That was great. So Mary and Quinn of the Impractical Jokers are backstage. They say they found Chris Jericho's bat, Floyd. They discuss Jericho's time on the show. They call him a diva and say the bat is theirs until they say otherwise. The duo invite Jericho onto the premiere of Impractical Jokers to respond, so he will be making a appearance on Impractical Jokers. Shout out to them.
Give me a hell yeah.
Very, very funny show. Very, very funny show. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is your AEW Dynamite review. Shout out everybody. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate you. Please keep on liking and watching the content. Love all y'all. I am out of here. Everybody be safe. See y'all tomorrow. We got Smacketh of the Down. See you tomorrow with that and more news. I'm out. Peace.
Stop it.